The last images in the section are going to be using the content aware fill option that Photoshop uh, uses to help you remove unwanted objects from an image. If you watch the other videos, you realize that it does a lot of work for you. It tries to match pixels with the things that are surrounding it so that you don't have to. So we're going to open up number 6, which is a picture of 3 people walking down the beach. And we're going to use the lasso tool to lasso around this guy on the right and take him out. So you can come up here to the toolbar and choose the lasso tool or push L on your keyboard and make sure you're getting one that you want. I want just the standard lasso tool. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to draw. Again, you want to not get too close to him, but you want to get enough of them and make sure you get some of that reflection down in the water so that it takes it away too. And then once you have it, with the marching ants around it, you go to Edit, Fill, or hit the Delete key on your keyboard and make sure that it says that you want to use this Content Aware Fill option. And then just leave all the other things defaulted and say OK. And Photoshop does a pretty good job of taking him away. If I do Control Z, Shift Control Z, Alt Control Z, you can kind of see where we started and then him gone again. So it does a pretty good job. You want to save this. Again, it's already down in pixel count, so you can just save it as a JPEG image back in the folder. You're also going to work on this image and try to remove this silhouette of the guy jumping here in the foreground so we can just get maybe a nice scene that we could use for a background. Again, we're going to use the lasso tool. We're going to come in here and we're going to lasso around the fella here. And I'll hit the delete key, say OK, and look, it looks terrible. It added some of these trees in here. So I'm going to go Control or Command Option Z or Control Alt Z and go back and deselect it. And then I'm going to try to go in here just and get a little bit closer so that it won't go out so far to choose things to match with. So I'm going to try to get real close here. Doesn't really matter up here in the sky. Down here around the trees, we're going to try to get that image. Oh, sorry, Edit, Fill, Content Aware. Better. Kind of strange look here. So, it's just sometimes it's trial and error going back, beginning again from the start, and then trying until you get it right. So, see what you can do with that. You may use the spot healing brush on some of the background to try to blend it together if you want before you save it. Now the last image in here is another scene that maybe you would want to use for something like a PowerPoint background, but you just don't like this tree. You want to be able to use and put words here. So again, you're going to open it. We'll just take the same thing, a lasso tool. We're going to lasso around this big tree sticking out here in the middle. hit delete. I could have gone to edit, fill, say OK. Oh, that did a pretty good job. So that even, we do have, it seems like we're missing some information here. So that would be a good time. You could come in here with your clone stamp tool, and you could take some of these trees and go ahead and finish out this group of trees in the foreground. Now, with that, I mean, you can do anything you want after that. If you want to add some other things or do something like hue saturation, you can come in here and you can change the color of the background depending on what your options you are needing for your PowerPoint or ad, social media ad, whatever. So once you've got what you want, just go ahead and save it out. Save as, add your name, make sure you save it as a JPEG, not a Photoshop document. And just from the front, again, put your name, Mike Brown. There we go. We're going to save it. And that's all the images in the folder. So we've learned how to use a spot healing brush, clone stamp tool, and then how to use that content aware to get rid of some unwanted objects within a photograph.